6 little-known insect facts that will blow your mind. Insects are the most diverse group of animals on Earth, making up over half of all known species. They can be found in almost every habitat on the planet, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains. Insects are also incredibly adaptable and can survive in a wide range of climates. In fact, there are insects that can survive in extreme environments like deserts, rainforests, and even the Arctic. Insects are also incredibly diverse in terms of their appearance, behavior, and life cycles. For example, some insects like stick insects can camouflage themselves to look like twigs or leaves, while others like fireflies can produce light as a form of communication. Some insects have incredibly complex life cycles that involve multiple stages of metamorphosis, while others like mayflies only live for a few hours as adults. Here are 6 little-known insect facts about insects that will blow your mind. Number 1. Insects have been around for a very long time. The first insects appeared on Earth over 300 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. This was long before dinosaurs roamed the Earth and at a time when plants were just beginning to grow on land. Insects quickly became successful and diversified, and by the end of the Carboniferous period, there were already many different types of insects. During the Permian period, which began 299 million years ago and lasted until 252 million years ago, insects continued to thrive. The climate was generally warm and humid, which provided the perfect conditions for insects to flourish. By the end of the Permian, there were even more types of insects, including some of the earliest ancestors of modern beetles and bees. Number 2. Insects are the most numerous animals on Earth. There are an estimated 10 quadrillion insects on the planet, which is around 10 times the number of humans. The vast majority of insects live in tropical rainforests, where there are around 50 trillion insects per hectare. In fact, the biomass of insects in a rainforest is greater than the biomass of all other animals combined. This incredible diversity and abundance make insects an essential part of our planet's ecosystem. They play a vital role in pollination and decomposition, and are a critical food source for many animals, including birds, reptiles, and mammals. 3. Insects can communicate with each other through chemical signals. Insects produce and release chemicals called pheromones, which can be detected by other insects of the same species. Pheromones are used for a variety of purposes, such as attracting mates, marking territory, and defending against predators. For example, female moths release pheromones into the air which can attract male moths from miles away. Male fireflies use flashing patterns to communicate with potential mates, and honeybees use pheromones to identify members of their colony and communicate the presence of food sources. Chemical communication allows insects to coordinate their activities and respond to changes in their environment. It is a crucial aspect of their behavior and plays a key role in their survival. For some, insects can regenerate their limbs if they are lost or injured. This ability is called autotomy and is most commonly seen in stick insects, praying mantises, and some species of cockroaches. When a limb is lost, the insect can shed the damaged portion of the limb, leaving behind only the base. From here, a new limb can begin to grow. This process is controlled by hormones and takes several weeks to complete. While this ability is not unique to insects, it is relatively rare among animals. Insects are able to regenerate their limbs without any scarring or functional limitations. This makes them some of the most remarkable animals on Earth in terms of their regenerative abilities. Number 5. Some insects can survive nuclear attacks. The aptly named zombie apocalypse insect, otherwise known as the lesser wax moth, has the ability to withstand extremely high levels of radiation. In one experiment, a group of these insects were exposed to a dose of radiation equivalent to 600 times the lethal dose for humans. Yet when the researchers checked back on them, they found that the insects had survived unscathed and were reproducing normally. So what's the secret behind their radiation resistance? Scientists think it may have something to do with the way these insects metabolize alcohol. Under normal circumstances, this ability helps them survive in environments with low oxygen levels. But under high levels of radiation, it appears to protect their DNA from damage. Now, while it's unclear whether this ability could help us develop new strategies for protecting humans from radiation, it's certainly a fascinating adaptation that has allowed these insects to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. Number 6. An insect's exoskeleton can preserve in amber for millions of years. Amber is a type of fossilized tree resin that can trap and preserve insects in their natural state. This means that we can examine the preserved remains of ancient insects and learn about their anatomy, behavior, and evolution. One of the most famous examples of an insect preserved in amber is a 15-million-year-old butterfly found in the Dominican Republic. The butterfly is so well preserved that its wings and body are still intact and show no signs of decay. Another remarkable find was a fossilized ant preserved in amber for 100 million years. The ant is perfectly preserved down to its wings and legs, providing scientists with an incredible window into the past. These are just a few examples of the many insects that have been found preserved in amber over the years. In fact, there are thousands of insects trapped in amber, each providing scientists with valuable insights into the history of life on Earth. In conclusion, insects are a diverse and fascinating group of animals that play an essential role in our planet's ecosystem, from their incredible ability to regenerate limbs to their use of pheromones for communication. Insects exhibit a range of adaptations and behaviors that continue to amaze us. As we learn more about insects, we gain a deeper understanding of the natural world and the importance of preserving it. So next time you see an insect, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and the vital role it plays in our world. Do you find this topic interesting? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. See you next time. Hello everybody. Have you ever wondered why it's a bad idea to make fun of insects? Well, you're about to find out in today's episode. But first, welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be exploring the animal kingdom. Our world is full of amazing animals, from the tallest giraffes to the fastest cheetahs. But there is one type of animal that often goes unnoticed: insects. Insects can be found all over our planet, from the wildest jungles to the deepest oceans. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Some are tiny and some are huge. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are predators and some are prey. They play an important role in our planet's balance. Insects have been around for over 300 million years, even before dinosaurs roamed the earth. They are truly fascinating creatures. So let's take a closer look at them. First, we have to talk about the size of insects. As I said before, they come in all shapes and sizes. The smallest insect in the world is the fairy flytrap, which is only about 0.7 millimeters long. That's smaller than the head of a pin. The largest insect in the world is the giant weta, which can grow up to 17 centimeters long. That's longer than a ruler. Now let's talk about the different parts of an insect's body. All insects have three main parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. The head has a pair of antennas, a pair of eyes, and a mouth. The thorax has 3 pairs of legs and usually 2 pairs of wings. The abdomen contains the insect's internal organs. Insects also come in a variety of colors, from the bright blue morpha butterfly to the red ladybug. The color of an insect's body can help protect it from predators. For example, the bright colors of a ladybug warn predators that it is poisonous. Another amazing thing about insects is the way they move. Some insects, like butterflies and moths, can fly. Others, like ants and beetles, can crawl. And some, like grasshoppers and crickets, can jump. Insects use their legs and antennas to help them move around. Now let's talk about what insects eat. Some insects, like bees and butterflies, are pollinators. This means that they help plants make more plants by carrying pollen from one plant to another. Other insects, like caterpillars and beetles, are decomposers. They break down dead plants and animals and recycle the nutrients back into the ecosystem. And some insects, like praying mantises and ladybugs, are predators. They eat other insects. Insects also play an important role in our lives. We rely on them to pollinate our crops and to control populations of other insects. Some insects, like silkworms, produce useful products for humans. Silkworms produce silk, which is used to make fabric. Unfortunately, not all insects are beneficial to humans. Some insects, like mosquitoes and ticks, can transmit diseases. Other insects, like termites and carpenter ants, can damage our property. But even these insects play an important role in the ecosystem. Despite their small size, insects are truly amazing creatures. They come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. They have 3 main body parts, and they eat a variety of foods. They also play an important role in our lives and in the ecosystem. Now that we know a little bit about insects, let's explore some of the most interesting types of insects on our planet. First, we have to talk about butterflies. Butterflies are found all over the world and come in a variety of colors and shapes. They are known for their beautiful wings, which can be up to 12 inches wide. Butterflies play an important role in pollination, and their larvae, or caterpillars, are a food source for many animals. Next, we have to talk about ants. Ants are social insects that live in colonies with other ants. They are known for their strength and ability to carry objects much larger than themselves. Ants can also communicate with each other through chemical signals. Now let's talk about bees. Bees are also social insects that live in colonies. They are known for their ability to produce honey and for their role in pollination. Bee venom can be dangerous to humans, but it is also used in medicine to treat pain and inflammation. Another interesting insect is the praying mantis. Praying mantises are known for their unique way of catching their prey. They wait until their food is close enough before striking. They are also able to rotate their heads 180 degrees. Let's also talk about beetles. Beetles are the largest group of insects in the world. They have a hard shell-like covering called an exoskeleton. Some beetles are brightly colored while others are more camouflaged. Now let's explore the world of caterpillars. Caterpillars are the larval stage of butterflies and moths. They are known for their voracious appetites and for their ability to spin cocoons. Some caterpillars are hairy or have stinging cells. And finally, let's talk about dragonflies. Dragonflies are known for their large, colorful wings and their ability to fly at speeds up to 35 miles per hour. They are also excellent at catching their prey, which they do with their long, sharp teeth. From the smallest fairy flytrap to the largest giant weta, insects are truly amazing creatures. They come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors, and have a variety of unique abilities. They play an important role in our planet's balance and in our lives. So next time you see an insect, take a closer look. You might be surprised at what you find. And speaking of being surprised, you know what time it is. It's time for the fun facts about insects. Fact no 1. Insects can't smile, but when they waggle their antennas, it kind of looks like they're smiling. Fact no. 2. An insect's exoskeleton is like a suit of armor that protects them from predators. Fact no. 3. Insects breathe through a series of holes on their bodies called spiracles. Fact no. 4. Some insects like stick insects can camouflage themselves to blend in with their surroundings. Fact no. 5. Insects are cold-blooded, which means they rely on the environment to regulate their body temperature. Fact no. 6. Many insects go through metamorphosis, a process in which they change shape and form as they grow. Fact no. 7. Insects produce sounds by rubbing different parts of their bodies together. Fact no. 8. Some insects, like fireflies, use bioluminescence to attract mates. Fact no. 9. The world's fastest insect is the dragonfly, which can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour. Fact number 10. Insects are the most diverse group of animals on the planet, with over 1 million species identified so far. So there you have it, 10 amazing facts about insects. I hope you learned something new, and maybe even changed your mind about insects. Remember, they may be small, but they are truly amazing. And now it's time for the big question. Why is it a bad idea to make fun of insects? Well, just because an insect is small and seems insignificant doesn't mean it's not important. In fact, insects are essential to the balance of our planet's ecosystem. They pollinate plants, control populations of other animals, and break down dead organic matter. Plus, some insects like honeybees produce products that are useful to humans. Making fun of insects is not only insensitive, but it also shows a lack of understanding and appreciation for the important role they play in our world. So next time you see an insect, don't be afraid to take a closer look. You might be surprised at what you find. Well, that's all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed learning about insects, and I hope you never make fun of them again. If you did enjoy the video, please leave us a like and subscribe for more nature videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.